What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. I hope I find you really well. So this is just a quick review from the match tonight in the Carabao Cup at St James's Park. It was Newcastle taking on Leicester City, and we are out of the Carabao Cup. The game finished in full time. Newcastle United won, Leicester City won, but Leicester progressed 4-2 winners on a penalty shootout. Now, at the end of the day, am I disappointed with the result? Of course, I'm disappointed with the result, but I'm not disappointed with the lads' efforts. And given the draw, Leicester City or Everton were the tougher of the draw that we could have got 2 weeks ago, and I feel like the lads gave it absolutely everything today, at St James's Park. Unfortunately, though, I wasn't at the game. I've only seen the highlights, so don't judge us. But from what I'd seen, there was a lot of positives to take from that game tonight. Going into the Watford game on Saturday, for me, Leicester City game in the Cup wasn't really the bigger game. Watford is the bigger game, but Steve Bruce, for me, was never really going to pick a strong team for this game tonight because there's a lot of injuries. His hands are tied, and we can't really afford any more injuries for the game on Saturday. At Leicester City, yes, they did play a strong side, but the players that sort of deputised was Caldolo and net. You've seen the likes of Kieran Clark come in, deputising at centre back. You've seen the likes of Mutu start up front. But going into the game, I thought it was a decent start by the lads. Both clubs were creating their opportunities, but Leicester City did take the lead on 34 minutes through Maddison. It was a free kick. It was a decent free kick, but the goal was very lucky. It was a deflection. We couldn't do anything about it, and it diverted its way past Caldolo, and the Foxes take a 1-0 lead at St James's Park. But you know what? If the ball didn't take a deflection, Caldolo may have got that. But Leicester get the lead, fair play to them. But there was an incident where, I forgot his name now, but the Leicester City player went in hard on Matt Ritchie off the ball, and could it have been a red card? Well, on another day it could have been, but Matt Ritchie is now injured. He's a key player for us, and I just hope that it's not too serious because we do need him for the season. But I'll have to say that at the end of the day, we couldn't have done any more in that first half, but let's obviously get the lead. Second half, I would have to say, we've done well to respond. We had chances. We got the equaliser on the 53rd minute, equaliser through Yosunuti Mutu. So a free kick from Fabian Schär, one of his worldies that he does from long distance, finds its way to Jethro Willems in the box. He is fouled. He's looking for a penalty. However, we do get a slice of luck when Mutu was unmarked, and he just basically side foots it past Schmeichel and make it 1-1. But both clubs, were going for it. Leicester City had their chances, so did we. More so, Giorgio Shelvey with a pile driver. Some good saves by Schmeichel. But obviously, Perez had his chance to try and kill it off for Leicester, ex-Magpie player, as you already know. But obviously at full time, it obviously went to a 1-1 draw, which, to be fair, if that had been in the Premier League, that would have been a very, very good point against a Leicester City side who, have gone leaps and bounds in the last 4 or 5 years. So, the lads can give themselves a pat on the back there. And plus, it's a fringe squad as well. So to play well and to get a 1-1 draw against their squad is decent. And it just goes to show the vast improvements over the course of the last couple of weeks from the Norwich City defeat. And it's amazing what can happen in a couple of weeks. But anyway, Leicester go on to win 4-2 from the penalty shootout. And, at the end of the day, it's a lottery. Anybody can win a penalty shootout. And Leicester City progress through. But, at the end of the day, I've seen a lot of fans tonight very frustrated. But, what did you expect? It was always going to be tough ask against a Leicester City side who have got abundance of quality, with the likes of Jamie Vardy, Maddison, Tielemans, Perez. This is a club who can go and buy the best players. They've gone so far in the space of the short time that, with the owners being in there, winning the Premier League along the way. And Brendan Rodgers is a great manager, managing the likes of Liverpool, Celtic. So he knows how to manage against the sort of called bigger clubs like us. And, fair play to Leicester City, and I hope they go on and have a successful run in the League Cup. I don't want to come in here and sound negative or anything like that. It's all about being positive for me. The big game was always the one against Watford on Saturday, and I'll remain to say that. This is the big one. If we can get 3 points on Saturday, which I'll talk about tomorrow in the preview, so stay tuned for that on the channel. It's from St James's Park, so it'll be out tomorrow afternoon, and you'll hear my thoughts from the build-up to the Watford game. And like Joe Linton, we're never going to play because obviously he's injured. Shelby's now had a decent game as well, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And Steve Bruce, yes, he did say he was going to go for the cup competitions. Yes, we're out the League Cup. We don't particularly do well in the League Cup, but who knows what we could do in the FA Cup. If we have a good sort of run into the January, then we can have a right good fist of it in the FA Cup. So there's no need to be down too early. And plus, you got to remember, we did get the battling performance win against Tottenham on Sunday. So, at the end of the day, I mean, the likes of Matt Longstaff, they can all have give themselves a pat on the back, you know, for trying, and that's all you can do, you know, in the League Cup, and it's anybody's game. It doesn't matter who you get. There's loads of shocks along the way. I mean, even local rivals Sunderland beat Burnley down at Turf Moor, so you know anything is possible. And you know, there's a gulf in class between Leicester and Newcastle, unfortunately. So, like I say, it is what it is, and it happens, and we'll move on. We don't no longer have the distractions of the League Cup. We can move on to the and focus on, you know, the Premier League matches between now and January when we hit, you know, the FA Cup run. So anyway, let us know what you thought about the match today. Did you go? Who was your man of the match? And what starting 11 would you pick against Watford on Saturday? But obviously put them in the comments below for the preview tomorrow, okay? Also, thank you very much for your support on the channel as of late. You know, the review for the Tottenham game got about 40 likes, and the preview as well for the Tottenham game had about 60 likes. So if you can smash the hell out with the subscribe button for this video and the like button, that would be massively appreciated. Can we hit 15 likes? Honestly, I'd love you all forever, okay? Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the like button, as I've said. Follow me on social media, 100% NUFC, Twitter and Instagram, and I'll follow you back. Until the next one, how are the lads?